Hey there guys, my name is the Blue Dude 7 and I'm a level 6 hunter from G-Spot. Today I'm going to be investigating the spirit that has been reported inside this residence hall here, and I'll be guiding you through the investigation and exorcism process of this ghost. For tonight, the residents of this hall have been evacuated and they've been sent to other areas around over reports of a gas leak. So I'm given free reign to basically do what I want here. I'm mostly making this video for new G-Spot members, but I'd love to hear back from some of the older members about some of my techniques. I'm mostly here to give some personal tips of what I like to do that they don't really teach you during classes. And I'm actually excited that I got requested to make this. I'm actually kind of pumped up. I mean, we have a lot of new members this year. It's up to like 53. And if any of you are watching, I'd be glad if you left a comment or a like for me. So without further ado, let's get into this. So before we go any deeper into the actual reported sightings area inside this hall, I'm gonna first off show you my equipment. Okay. My bandages. Let's see. Got my UV light right here. Then we have my EMF reader. And somewhere else around, what I forget. Yeah, I have my thermometer as well. And these are like kind of the 4 basic tools you're gonna need for ghost investigating. You can look for a bit more. Most importantly, actually, I have my cell phone. You'll see a lot of G-Spot members, especially the older ones, really adamant about bringing stuff like video cameras and spirit boxes, but honestly, most modern day cell phones can fill that role pretty well. So if you don't have a lot of money starting out, it's one thing you can do to save a lot of it. And honestly, even as you get more money, you don't really need to replace your cell phone. It's just as good. And in my front pouch, I have all of my exorcism defensive weapons. I have my sage, my jugs of ammonia and HCl, and I have my spray bottle ready. These are all just the basic equipment and supplies you can bring. Most of my more advanced gear is at the shop, but for the sake of a tutorial video, I'm going to only be using this gear, and I should be fine because from the reports, I don't think the ghost is actually that dangerous. So let's get to it. This place got a really creepy aesthetic. Like, look at this. Shit's real rundown. Stairs are dirty as hell. This place is just under construction too. Obviously, the first thing we want to go through is the TSS process. Once we get there, it's a quick reminder that it's type, severity, species. I've asked associates several times to rename type or species for a long time now, just to avoid confusion, but just remember that type refers to how intelligent it is generally, while species is more like the kind of ghost it is. Like if you're going to compare it to animals, like the type of a ghost could be comparable to rabbit or calm. Whereas the species is like the difference between dogs and cats and ducks, etc., etc. So right away, we've got some reports of disembodied, doors opening by themselves. And one person said they even caught some sightings on their phone. So we'll notice that the ghost hasn't exhibited any signs of violence right away. This is really good information because I'm already suspecting a type 1 ghost if it hasn't done anything aggressive. We don't know the severity or species yet, but we'll figure it out. And speaking of which, here we are, woo, floor 6, where a majority of reports have been happening. Now, normally speaking, when most of the reports come from only one floor or general location, it's already a clear sign to me that the ghost doesn't have like a lot of strength or doesn't wander too much. And its power is limited to only, I think, this part of the location that it's stuck in. So I'm already assuming it's a ghost beneath level 7. Let's check it out. So if we're gonna look around this place for a bit. Yeah, this seems like a place a ghost would haunt, honestly. Yeah, it seems like a place a ghost would haunt, probably. It's very creepy, very desolate, good atmosphere. There's not a lot of windows actually placed throughout this hall, so there's not a lot of contact in the outside world. Our security cameras, though, which I suspect will stop working very soon. Whew. Or this place is just really run down. One or the other, no idea which. Yeah, so it seems like the floor is the same on this side as well, perfectly replicated. Let's see, it goes down this hallway directly. It's like the same thing as the floors on the other side. And in the middle, we have 2 bathrooms. That's about it. So again, this is a really small location that we're getting a lot of the hauntings from. Don't really think there's really too much to say about this. Shouldn't be too strong of a ghost. So doing some background research on this place, which is always important in ghost hunting. There doesn't seem to be any great big events like, you know, building on native land or, you know, complete murders and massacres or untimely deaths. So most of the time, this ghost is probably just something that wandered here out of its own free will. So yeah, let's start getting to investigating. So I really like checking with a thermometer right away first, because almost every single ghost out there, oh, oops, sorry. Give me a second. There we go. Is gonna create a cold spot where it is or where it's near. Actually, we still don't know quite why, but there were some studies conducted on this. And it's actually really likely that ghosts get a lot of their energy from the ambient temperature, which is actually really cool. I really like that. So if you're a new hunter, I suggest going in the winter, even if you'll get some decreased activity. We have 668 here. And here we have the room. Bum, 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 666. And here I'm expecting some crazy temperature readings. It's only 71.6, it's not that bad. But I'll probably be checking that room a lot. Nah, nothing. Is there a spirit here who would like to give me some cold temperatures, please? That would be very nice. It's getting actually really hot in here. I might take my jacket off soon. Did you fall down an elevator shaft by any chance? Nope. And I'm making these kind of quips and having a bit of fun because a lot of hunts start out like this. Ghosts usually don't get very active until much later in the night when it's a lot stronger for them, a lot darker. Ghosts are actually emo, yeah. So I'm actually going to take off my jacket for a bit for a variety of reasons. One, I was getting a little bit too hot, but two, I've been searching for, let's say, up to like 30 minutes now, still gotten nothing. So I'm taking off my jacket just in case the temperature reading is a lot less noticeable. And it's probably the case, happens a lot of the time. Yeah, water fountain still works. Nothing too abnormal about that. Oh, and again, if you go into a hunt and it takes quite a long time for any activity to start showing up, you shouldn't automatically assume that the bust. A lot of them probably will be, but you just want to be careful about, you know, being too hasty about just assuming nothing's happening, because that can be really bad. If there is something there, you can miss out on a couple of money. Bunch of money. So actually right here, hey, so, okay, so, hey guys, so here's my first reading of the night. Got something here, shit, lost it. But if you see a bit closer, nope, okay, well, it's not showing up. Thermometer's freaking out a bit, but I got really low temperature here. I think it was like around 40 and 50. Well, the heating is indeed on, and if I like hold my hand out, I can feel like noticeable temperature drop. The store is extremely cold. So I'm gonna start checking this out with some more material equipment here. I'm not allowed to go into the rooms, sadly, but I think being in the hallway should just be enough here. So let's check. Okay, so I've been checking this door for a bit now. Stuff like the handle, the wood right here, the frame itself, and I'm not getting any readings on it. So I might have moved. Yeah, the door itself doesn't actually feel that cold anymore. I think it's probably somewhere out. Oh shit, that's big, that's big. Usually when you see like activity like this already going on, oh, you know, the lights are flickering in the hall a bit. It's getting a bit more active really fast, so it's probably not like a phantasm or anything of that sort. But I think I need to check something real fast. Give me a second. Yep. So right here, I think, as you've already noticed, looks like the ghost has a pocket dimension around this floor. If we look around a bit, let me see if I can find like the cutoff in the line where it peters out a bit. Usually when a ghost is really inactive and it suddenly becomes real active super fast during a hunt, it usually means it's been waiting and then attempts to trap you really fast. So right now I'm assuming the ghost has probably used up a lot of its energy already and it's going to take some time to recover before it tries anything else. This doesn't necessarily indicate a type 3. I'm still suspecting a type 1. Yeah, some of the most common ways ghosts will trap you. Let's get out of here. Is usually through the use of like such pocket dimensions and other stuff, whatnot, what way. Yep, so we're stuck. Anyway, now that we have a certain grasp on its level and its severity to a certain extent, as well as the type that it probably is, we're going to start looking for the species using other pieces of evidence. So, are you here? Here. That's a bit weird. Yeah, it's already interfering with my phone a bit, as you can tell. Who are you? Why are you doing this? Nope. Let's see, is where I got it earlier. Nothing much else here anymore. Also, here's a common mistake with email. Nope. Yep, there it goes again. But again, nothing going on with the electronics or anything, from what I can tell. Of course, I'm not really an electrician or anything. I bet a lot of electricians watching this will be like, oh, they don't give off EMF readings anyway, even if they're faulty. I don't really know. But I'm thinking, you know, gotta be some sort of weird thing going on here if all the electronics are haywire. Checked around this room a bit. Doesn't seem to have a specific reason to be in here. It's not colder than any other room. EMF isn't really going off too much in this room. If you look inside, there's just like headset, probably some stuff here left by the students. And it wasn't even this area or room specifically that reported the sighting, so I might have just touched this door for no reason. Do you know where you are? Do you need help? Who are you? Oh, oh shit. Oh, yep, there we go. We got something in the voice box right there. Yep, that's a door slamming after opening as well. Okay, it's definitely doing some more stuff now. Let's get started on checking that stuff out. All right, so I'm gonna check for some sort of UV light here in a second. On this door, I think there's a good possibility that it actually touched it here. Real quick. I'm a bit of a mess, sorry about this, but at least activity is ramping up, which means we're gonna get a lot more from. I think it was that one right here. There we go. Okay. Okay, so Do you need help? Okay, response again. So we can tell it's not responding very intelligently to any of the calls, so it's most certainly a type 1 ghost. Okay, we're gonna have to start ramping up our investigation speed because it's getting real active right now, so I don't want to miss anything. And it looks like this bottle was on the floor before. Well, either way, I think we're getting a pretty decent hold on this ghost. I think we just have to find out where it is and just start exercising it soon, as fast as possible, actually. I don't have a lot more time to explain. I kind of have to go off my hunch at this rate because it's getting a bit aggressive. Where did you die? Where did you die? Okay, it's coming from inside the bathroom. Am I going the right way? Oh shit. It's getting a lot more active in here. Lights are flickering quite a bit in this room. Shower just turned on. It's definitely in here with me. Okay. Yeah, it's doing a lot of stuff in here. Just gonna try to test for something. I'm gonna see if it's a phantasm right now, and if it is, I can start the exorcism process. Okay. Got something from one of the rooms that I touched earlier. If it's a phantasm, then I'll get really mad if I do anything to mess with it. Type 1 ghost. It's not going to be very aggressive, so I have to exercise it peacefully. So I'm going to be very careful about how I do this. Your life. What the fuck? It's a weird response. You shouldn't understand. Are you here with me? This isn't a type 1.